So what is the realistic schedule to see the results of your process improvement? I hear this question a lot, and actually the question makes a lot of sense because your money are not unlimited, your time is not unlimited, people are probably busy on different projects. Before I start, let me give you a quick tip. I have posted another video about how to start your process improvement in the next 15 minutes. Every team starts from a slightly different position. There are people in the team that might have a previous experience with the process improvement or with like strict processes or working under the strict processes. They may bring the experience with them. There might be some of the processes already existing in your team, which is the case of most of the teams actually. And most importantly, what is the current culture in the team? So if you have a team that strongly believes in freedom, in no processes, then of course it may take some more time, but you might be more lucky and you might get more structured people, more process-oriented people, and then it goes easier. So number one, as I said, it's possible to get the results within the next 15 minutes. And that might be a review, or that might be a quick checklist that you will just send by email to someone. But let's get into more serious, more sustainable process improvement now. So the first step is what I call the initial software processes. And those are typically like checklists or standard operating procedures. So they are shorter than the normal processes, than a full-blown processes. And it may take you about like 2 to 3 weeks to assemble the first pack of those and employ it. So give it to the people and say like, please start using it and let me know whether you like it or let me know the points that you would like to improve. So that is a good point to start. It's not heavy, it's not a lot of change. So it might have a chance to be really accepted by the people and followed by the people long term. But by far the longest part of this first step is syncing this into the team's culture. So the people need time to adjust to the new processes, the new way of working, to accept the fact that whenever I do a document, I need to run it through the checklist to make sure that everything what should be there is really there. And then step number 2, which I call the advanced processes, may take a year, 8 months to a year, depending on a team. The divider between the initial processes and the advanced processes will be actually how well people accepted, how well they adapted their way of working to the new processes. So once your team reaches that point where the mindset is there that we have a processes and we should really use them, you can start to employ the advanced processes. But I highly recommend you to reach that point when the initial processes, the checklists and the SOPs are used by your team on a daily basis, so they are well sunk into the team's culture before you move on to advanced processes, because otherwise it will be a struggle. It will be a lot of change and it will feel like uphill battle. So as I said, in the step 1, focus on the team actually accepting that they will have some processes, that there are some standard operating procedures or guidelines that they have to follow. And once that point is reached, you can start establishing the advanced processes, which will introduce even more structure, even more prioritization and proactive management, instead of initial creative chaos. So it's a rather short video this week, but I really wanted to answer the question, how long does it take to see the results of the process improvement in the software teams? So just to summarize, you can get some of the results within the next 15 minutes. Then the initial processes you can count around like 3-4 months to establish the initial checklist, the initial standard operating procedures, maybe one full process. And then once the culture is at the right point in your team, you can start improving the advanced processes, and that will take 8 months, 1 year. It depends on how many processes do you really want to establish in your team. For sure, you don't need all of those that you can see listed in the software standards. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, just let me know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe. It helps us to grow the channel, and I will see you next week.